1 year, 9 months, 7 days. That's how long ago I committed to myself that I was gonna do some sort of workout every single day. And here I am, top what we in Kitchener growing up always called Mount Trashmore, but it's McLennan Park. It's actually built on top of the old dump here in town. A lot of bike trails, and there's a down there. Oh, can you see me? Anyways, down there is some soccer fields and a park, and all over here, all the way up and down this hill, actually bike trails. And I can run here, and I can run here in about 5 minutes from my house. So that's why I love living here. That's why one of the main reasons why I live where I live, is close to all these amenities, stuff like this. But what I wanted to talk about really is just when you commit to doing something. I was thinking when I originally started doing 365 days of workouts, I was gonna finish on I was gonna do like day 366, then stop and then start again. But I've just got this mindset that I couldn't stop. So there's been some bad days, some days where I felt horrible. Even today, my shoulder was kind of hurting, my knee was kind of hurting, but decided to go for a run. And then I saw that path up McLennan Park, up the hill here. So I just bolted it straight up on top of where all these bike ramps are, and it's amazing. Knee pain's gone now, shoulder feels good, endorphins pumping through my body. I feel like I conquered the world. And everyone who's watched this video right now, and everyone who has watched all my videos for the last, what did I say? 1 year, 9 months, 7 days. That's when I committed to also posting a video every single day on social media. And it's been well over a year since I actually posted at least one talking video every single day as well. And I've gotten into doing some long form stuff on YouTube as well, and posting a bunch of different stuff. And it's absolutely amazing, just the support and everybody reaching out and commenting on my posts and talking with me and communicating and getting together in person, doing, we've had lots of meetups and stuff like that as well. So I definitely can't thank everyone enough who has followed along this journey and supported me. And through all this time, I have had, it's actually astounding. I was just looking at my Facebook stats today. Over 19 million views just on my Facebook posts alone in the last 3 months. Instagram, and back in December, January, I was averaging 25 million views a month just on Instagram alone. So, and we talk about all the your wins and your losses and your failures. There's a video recently where Maury Povich was interviewing Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V, who does a lot of stuff on social media and marketing. He he said, you've had a lot of failures. You didn't invest in Uber when you could have, and your $50,000 could be worth 500 million today. And I commented on the post saying, was that really a failure though? Because sure, he lost out on not investing at that time, but that's also taught him to trust his instincts. So he learned from that, and then he's got the story as well to tell everybody. You should make sure that you're trusting your instincts as well. And when you think that might be a good opportunity, trust your gut. And when you think it's a bad opportunity, then you should also trust your gut. We get in these situations all the time. I'm sure most of you have been there, where you just didn't have a good feeling about something, and maybe you went through with it. Maybe you hired a contractor, or took a job opportunity, or invested in something, and then it didn't work out. But learning from everybody. So right there, we just learned from Gary Vee. So he could consider it a failure, but I learned from it. I learned that that's not necessarily a failure. I've learned from posting here on social media. I laugh when I remember, actually, here's one thing. I had 25 million posts in, like I said, on Instagram. And then I went, okay, cool. I've kind of, I reached over 10,000 followers on Instagram. I was like, okay, cool. I want to get my my Facebook up to over 10,000 followers as well. So I stopped posting heavily on Instagram. And I remember it was like, I had only had like 12 or 30, all of a sudden everything dropped, right? The next month, it was like 12 million. And I just felt like such a loser. I'm like, oh my God, like I only have 12 million. And then of course, when you think about it, I got 12 million people, and unique people were like 9 million. So 9 million unique people around the world checked out some piece of my content, that month. And hopefully someone found something out of it. I do get awesome messages from people, and I appreciate it so much when somebody reaches out and says, thanks for that video, or the motivational quote you put up there really helps keep me going. And the truth is I post those motivational quotes because it's what keeps me going as well. And every time I go onto my Facebook or something like that, those posts are there for me to look at as well. So I'm glad that it's serving double duty. And not only is it helping me, it's helping you guys as well. So I just want to come on here. This is the thing, right? I just had a thought right away. And I was that guy where I would come up with a great idea, and then it would just sit there, and then I would never act on it. You should see my chat GPT. I have so many business ideas right now waiting to launch, and never actually acted on them. My oldest son, I was showing him how easy it is to come up with a concept for a business and register a business and all that using chat GPT. He's like, well, you sure plan a lot. Anyway, so it's true, and I don't take action. But I've been working on that and trying to make sure that I don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. I remember my mother-in-law said that to us when we first got our house, and we had a pile of dishes piling up, and she said you should make sure you get those dishes done before you go to bed. So I try to do that now. I try to make sure that before I go to bed, kitchen's cleaned up and the dishes are in the dishwasher, and anything that needs to be washed, if there's a lot of them. Just a couple things, I'll leave it. In most cases, I'll make sure I wash them, and then of course my kids have chores to do the next day because my two little kids, they got to do the dishwasher, and my oldest son has to empty the dish tray off if there's anything. Now a lot of times there isn't anything, so we always joke he gets the easiest job, but when he has to do stuff, sometimes the whole counter would just be littered with dishes that were drying. If we make a big meal the night before, most of your pots and pans can't go in the dishwasher, they won't fit, so he ends up having more work that way. But yeah, not putting off and going for your goals. I've got big goals, and I'm making sure that I'm pushing towards them every day. One of my goals is to keep getting bigger and bigger here on social media, and I want to be known worldwide. So again, I was doing some speeches the last couple of years, and I started reaching out to other people outside of the real estate space. So I'm going to be talking at the Smart Home Owner Summit here in July 19th. My buddy Corey that I met through online here, he's putting on the event here in Kitchener. So check out my posts. I got a couple posts about that as well. Just by reaching out to people and having the strong social media presence, I started talking to the guys that put on the International Building Show in the States, and they also do the Building Show in Toronto in December. So I'll be there as well, doing some talking as well, again, about smart home renovations, how to perfect the renovation process, and how to get the maximum return on investment. And that's all because I finally took action. I started just messaging people. And you talk about failures, I have messaged dozens and dozens and dozens of people on LinkedIn and through email that I've searched for, Facebook, Instagram, everything I can, live eventing with people, telling them what I want to do. And only a handful of people actually reached back out to me. But those handful of people that actually reach out to me are like, these are such amazing opportunities, and opportunities where I'm going to be able to give back to my community and back to the world, and share some of the experiences and the skills that I've learned over the years. And that's something you have to keep in mind. Like, I work in the construction industry, and the older guys are retiring. Younger guys need people like me, and obviously people above us, but to be documenting this stuff, because once those old guys are gone, where the knowledge is gone with them, right? So we want to make sure that we're sharing that knowledge. So if we can record videos on how we're doing things and share with the world, that's the beauty. If you want to learn how to do something, you can easily just search on Facebook or Instagram how to do something really quick, and then learn that way. So yeah, always give back, always try to share, always try to take action, and whatever you do, make sure you're doing it to your best of your ability, and you're doing it like a pro. There's nothing better than whatever you do it like a pro, and you be a pro, and the world will be a better place because of it.